Oh, God, we're so cool.
Hey, y'all, Dennis here.
Chrissy, Megan.
Muddy Water Search and Recovery. It's our weekly live feed. We'll give it a couple minutes to let some people jump on here.
We're fluorescent.
I know, we're bright white tonight.
Wonder if it would help to swap those lights.
We're downstairs in
That's right.
Megan and Denny's work area. We're going to go dark here for a second.
Better.
Not
The
really.
other one was better.
Sorry, guys. Hang in there. There we go. We're just going to have to be neon for now. Especially me. My goodness. Going in the dark.
I got a hat on so I stay shaded.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Well, you ready to get started?
Yeah. First, we want.
Excuse me.
Hi, Tamara.
Hey, Tamara, how are you doing? First, we want to say thank you for joining us on here, for following us, sharing our videos. The donations that have been coming in have been incredible and are going to do a whole lot in the way of getting us out there on the ground doing these searches. So we want to thank you for all of that. Anybody that does want to make a donation or GoFundMe, I will put down in the descriptions. Laura, hey, how are you doing? And Dan, we've got Laura and Tamara on now, it looks like.
We're hanging in there, Tamara.
Laura, all better. That's good.
Good.
We've been worrying about you, Laura, and
Yeah.
hoping you got better very quick.
Yes.
And we will be doing two different giveaways on this live feed tonight. One of them will be for a search and recovery t-shirt, and the other one will be for a surprise?
A surprise gift.
From Crooked Trail Designs. So we will be doing those here shortly. And again, if y'all have any questions on any of the cases, please feel free to throw those in the comments and we will get those answered. You still need one for yours?
Oh, this one's mine. Oh, my.
Oh, what date? Okay. Sorry, we're passing notes and I got it all messed up. And Dan says he does not see the live feed.
We're live.
Do the rest of you see us and hear us okay? Yeah, everything shows we're live on here. And Laura says yes.
Oh, I see it's right there.
Are you looking at the date?
Yeah.
And want to shout out again to Kansas Missing and Unsolved. These guys doing incredible work over there on their YouTube or their Facebook podcast. And I'm going to shout out somebody new, Justice Takes Flight. And this team, they have search dogs. They are based out of Colorado and they work in Colorado and Nebraska. And we are working with them on a couple cases in particular, and we may be working feature cases together as well. I will try to get a link to their website or their Facebook page edited into the description of the live feed, but definitely check them out. Justice Takes Flight. They're doing incredible work as well. And it's going to be an honor to get to work on some cases with them. That is one of a few different teams that are out there that we're going to be able to work with this coming year. There's some that we're not going to release the names just yet until we have it more focused and date set for it, etc. And the cases we'll be working on. But we will be working with a few different teams this year. And I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Don't worry about that. I'll write something else.
Okay, because I can't find it.
And I'm sure some of you saw the video I put on, I believe it was last night, about the 13-year-old girl and why we don't like to classify missing people as runaways. And I just wanted to kind of hit on that again. I don't feel that law enforcement is necessarily wrong by putting the runaway classification on there, because it does state missing, endangered, runaway. So it's not just saying, hey, it is a runaway. So I see what they're doing with that. However, I still feel that really limits the investigation. It keeps it completely local. This particular case, had it come out further that she was missing, maybe she could have been found between Texas and Kansas. We don't know for sure, but I think it would have helped possibly find her a lot quicker. And I mean, this is my fear come true with that, reporting somebody as possible runaway, and we find out they were being trafficked.
Right. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll work.
Do you want me to do both of them, or you
Dan
doing one, I'm
says,
doing
okay,
one?
it works now.
I'll try and do one.
Okay. If not, I can do it.
And we do have a trafficking awareness video in the works that we will be sharing with you guys. Several of our cases deal with possible trafficking, including a new one that we'll be doing the case layout later tonight on. And I mean, trafficking is everywhere. I mean, who would have thought Liberal, Kansas, a 13-year-old girl would be trafficked there?
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's a big town, but at the same time, it's, of all places. So, yeah.
it's a huge problem worldwide. It is. And Dan, it's normally in the areas you would least likely expect. And it could be, I mean, nowadays it could be your next door neighbor. You just don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying go out and stare at your next door neighbor and try to find fault, but you just don't know who's doing this anymore.
Right. It's super easy to do, apparently. So
I think that's why I'm so protective of the kids. I don't want them out of my sight at all.
There are some very sick people out there. Yes, there is. I mean, just very, no other way to say it than sick. Well, you guys want to go ahead and jump into the t-shirt giveaway.
You want me to do that one? Okay. So Denny mentioned a free Muddy Waters Search and Recover t-shirt tonight with the question. Question is, what are Summer Wells' parents' names? Give them a few minutes to figure that one out. That one would be pretty easy.
It's worse when some law enforcement involved. Dan, that is a fact.
Yep.
And in some of these cases, seeing evidence that is highly possible in that, it's very worrisome. And Laura says Don and Candace.
Laura
Very
got-
good, Laura.
And
Dumb
Dan.
and dumber.
Dan, yeah. Hey, Laura, I'm sorry. I like Dan's answer a lot better.
Very good, Candace.
Oh,
Wow.
I am so sorry, Laura.
Laura, if you want Megan to slap her for you, just put it in the comment.
I'm looking at it, okay? Laura, you did answer the question correctly. What information do you need from her?
I already have your address, Laura, but I just need your shirt size.
We have a little audience member down here with us tonight. Come here, dude. Come over and say hi. We got Brantley down here with us tonight. Say hi.
Say hi.
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 Give it to Dan. I have one.
Wait, what's she
Oh.
like? Trespass.
Laura says,
Give it to Dan.
Yeah.
I have one. Dan actually won one too. What, 2 weeks ago?
so did Laura.
Oh,
so did Laura, yeah.
Yeah. Because didn't Dan and Laura win it at the same time?
Laura says small, though.
Okay. We'll just get you another one.
Yeah.
Hey, Laura, let us know what color that one was, and we will make sure this one's different.
It was gray. I know it was gray.
So with that, Megan, since we're going over t-shirts and stuff, why don't you go ahead and let them know that your sale's still.
Okay, you guys are gonna have to bear with me. I'm sick, so my throat's killing me. But for the rest of the month of December, the website is having a 25% off everything sale. And 50% of the profits that are made are going back to search and recovery, so we can use that to help with whatever we need on that. But yeah, just the end of December, 25% off. And the coupon code and the website and everything will be down in the description. So
Yeah, the website and the coupon code are both in the descriptions.
yes, it will be.
I've already got them in there.
Dan likes the color of his. Thanks, Dan. I picked those out.
And we also want to ask you all to continue sending your thoughts and prayers to those that were affected by the tornadoes. Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, Arkansas, and Illinois all had tornadoes. Obviously, Kentucky probably got the worst end of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tamara. I'm trying.
And Catfish Bob, one of our regulars on here, that tornado passed less than a mile from him. I have talked with him, and he is safe. They didn't get no damage on the house or anything, so that they are safe. But that was just a very scary night.
Isn't he
And
helping in recoveries and
I believe yesterday he was out helping with that.
Yeah.
And just the sheer numbers of people that are even still missing, unaccounted for.
Right.
So our thoughts and prayers go out to all of those who were affected, all of the teams out there that are searching.
and it's hard to believe tornadoes in December. But I guess if Hawaii can get 12, 13 inches of
Yeah.
snow, I guess we can have tornadoes in December.
What was so bad was we were getting the strong winds off of it, but I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
even know there were storms.
Yeah, the winds off that the other night were horrible. I lost my trash can. I had one of those rolling trash cans with the lids. Yeah, I don't know where it went. It was in my backyard that night, but I don't know where it went now. So,
Saying my mom lives down in Lebanon, Missouri, and they live way out in the county. They live in a trailer, and they had the tornado warning right before 6 p.m. And she thought the trailer was literally going to blow over. It was blowing so
Yeah.
hard down there. And Dan got the winds too.
yeah.
I don't have much room left.
Just a minute, okay. And I want to bring up the summer meet and greet event we're going to be hosting. And I know many of you aren't going to be able to get in to make it to that event. So we will be doing a lot of filming to share that with you. We're not going to do an entry charge at this event, and we're going to have several vendors set up at the event. What we would like to know is what you would like to see at an event like that, and what other teams you would like to see us invite in to try to be there at this meet and greet. And we're slowly getting this put together, and we will making the official announcement once we have the venue reserved and all of that good stuff. But we'd like your feedback on what you would like to see at an event like that, and other teams you would like to see us invite in for it. And again, any questions on any of the cases we're working on, please just throw those out there and we will get those answered, discuss those cases, etc. And the Crystal Kipper case, we have a lot of locations at this point that we will be searching for her. However, many of this is on public property where hunting is allowed. We're still full on deer season in the area, so we're having to kind of hold off before go running through the woods just for safety on these. But we do have a lot of areas we'll be searching. Laura says invite them all. And sounds great. Are you inviting all types of search and rescue groups like the drone, SAR, and scent dog? Yes, I want to. And I mean, kind of like Laura's saying too, I'm wanting to invite all of them that we can, including dog search, drone search, all of that. I am going to send invites out to some of the more popular groups that are out there. Can't say for sure they will come all the way out to Kansas for this, but I will be sending that out to them as well. Another organization that we're in talks right now about possibly working together is wehelpthemissing.org. And these people, most of them are private investigators who are using that towards searching for missing loved ones. And we'll keep you updated on that. But that is another organization we are talking with and may start working with. We have Center of Missing People. I forget how that title actually goes, but we actually work with them. We actually have an account through their website as well. And then Kansas Missing and Unsolved. I mean, these guys are, I mean, just incredible. We haven't even met in person, and I consider them good friends, really good guys. And it's just an honor to speak with them on these cases.
Laura, Tamara says, where will this be at?
It's either going to be in the Kansas City area or in the Leavenworth area, which isn't 30 minutes from Leavenworth to Kansas City. Yeah. And Laura says, sounds productive. I want to meet as many of the teams that are out there doing this as possible. No two teams are going to do everything exactly alike. We all have our ways of doing things that works for us specifically. And when you look and you see the different ways that people work on their cases, I mean, you could have two different people out doing sonar and they're going to do it differently. And yet it works for that individual person. And it's just incredible watching that. It leaves a whole wide open space where you can learn from, and it's just incredible.
Yeah.
And I want to meet as many people possible that is out doing this. And this means you guys too, those of you who are working on these cases, getting that information sent in, you are just as important to all of this as any of us. And you guys have been so helpful with that.
Yeah. You have no idea how helpful you guys have been. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there is emails and messages multiple times a day. And I'll go with this one. I had a lady email me, and she's a new follower on YouTube. And she said we probably get a lot of emails like this, but she still wanted to reach out and say hi and thank you and all of that. We do not get tired of seeing these messages and these emails. Sometimes it may take a day or two to respond back, but I do my best to respond back to each and every message, email, etc. that we get, because it means so much to us that you're here with us. And you know, we have some of our regulars here tonight. You know, I absolutely love talking with you all. And your knowledge comes from several different areas within this, and it's just so helpful and just incredible to see and to be a part of.
See, we worry when one of you aren't on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Tennessee cases, we are still planning our late spring road trip. And I know right now there is at least one case in Missouri, 3 cases in Tennessee, 2 cases in Indiana, and possibly a case in Illinois as we come back across that we will be doing searches on. Dan, I know one of the ladies that reached out to you about her sister. Dan, yes, she has gotten a hold of me, and she let me know that she has shared a lot of information with you. And we're going to continue speaking with her and then getting that story out here, working on this and trying to help her find answers on that. And that one is another one that, I mean, these cases, it's almost a slap in the face. Because some people think that families are just going to be that dumb and just let things go. Yeah. And it's just incredible how that's all coming about, and all within definitely the same state. A lot of these, the same county, the same district, the same people involved.
Yeah. To me, it sounds like there's something more there, obviously. So.
Oh yeah, and wait till we start sharing information on this case, because this one may be the most troubling case to date out of all of these.
I mean, when I think Tennessee, I definitely don't think, I mean, I think mountains and just
and country music.
Yeah, exactly. Not what we've been dealing with. That's all we know.
Corruption.
Yeah.
And Dan says her sister was so close to exposing them.
Yeah.
Dan, yes, and the time has passed time to expose them. And I've seen that there's a team that is getting a billboard in a certain area in Tennessee that's not only going to have the pictures of those who are missing or those who feel that the classification of death was wrong. Those pictures are going to be on there with that classification. And I believe it's also going to start calling out some of these public figures who are corrupt.
Do you know who's doing that?
I do, but I'm going to talk with her to be able to release full information on that.
I don't think they're going to have a billboard big enough.
Yeah.
So is it a group of people? Is it one person?
It started out as an idea between 2 people, and it's grown from there. They already have donations coming in for the monthly payments to have the billboard up. Right. I know the first month has been covered, so they're needing to get those pictures as soon as possible. And I will get with that person and get all of that information out to you guys so you could help us share that. And can they do a second autopsy? Some of these cases, yes. Some of these, like the one that Dan's talking about there, she has actually not been found. They tried to say that she was and tried to say that a different body was this lady's sister. So that one, I called out one of the law enforcement sheriff on Facebook website, but they didn't like it and removed it every time I post it.
Go figure.
That's unfortunately not surprising. Tamara, yeah, this one is, and just Tennessee as a whole, there's so much drama. And it is expensive for the family, very much so. And with that, Alex Van Dowson, there is a GoFundMe out to help the family with expenses of getting that case reopened and to be able to help cover that expense. And I believe Lisa Key has one of those for Aaron Shane Key as well. I will get with her and confirm that and find that and get that link sent out as well. There's so many cases in Tennessee like Aaron's that is ruled suicide, yet a blind person could sit here and look at this and know that this was murder.
Yeah. Some of these cases, it's just, it's common knowledge.
Well, like you said, they don't expect the families to put up a fight or ask questions.
Yeah. So.
And with the Alex Van Dowson case, we're going to be taking a ballistics gel out and doing some ballistics tests. And we're going to film that and share that with you guys. Show different things like the diameter of the entry and the exit wound. We're going to take the measurements of the head measurements they have on Alex's autopsy report and cut down the ballistics gel to that size because I want the round to go completely through so we can show that. Dan, I have a few people to contact tomorrow in regards to the corruption in Tennessee. And Dan, I'm going to get a hold of you after this. I've got some information that may help you with that. And this information literally come in within the last hour or so. And Laura says, I would fight. I know Lisa Key would love to fight, but her mindset, thankfully, is she wants to clear her son's name for his kids. Yeah. So she's fighting for justice with every legal outlet that she can. And that's what I want to stress to the families out there. Whatever you do, keep it legal. If you don't, that's going to be more grounds for them to keep everything sealed up, closed off, and it will never come to light.
Right. I mean, there's a whole reason that it's corrupt. You can easily make it worse, not only on the case, but yourself.
Yeah.
So.
Seeing, talking with some of these families,
excuse me.
I've talked with Lisa, with Aaron, and I mean, I sat there and cried. Hopefully she didn't hear me crying, but sat there and cried. You can't help it. You feel their pain through their story. The same with Jennifer, with Alex Van Dowson in that case, Randy Leach. We can't cut ties with our emotions, so we just use those to motivate us to find answers.
sit there and tell you, you got to have a heart of stone doing this because, I mean, it tugs at you. I'm sorry, I can't. No, I don't have a heart of stone.
I could never actually do law enforcement or anything involved in it officially because I can't distance my emotions.
Yeah.
Dan said they asked me to contact them tomorrow. Okay. And Dan, I got and I will confirm with the person who sent it to me, but I will get with this individual. And this individual I had never heard of, but never knew anything about, but saw something and reached out to them. They sent me a couple packets through email of a lot of stuff, and I will clear it with them and then get that sent over to you. Feeling all the family's pain, Lord, yes. And I don't know how they do it. I mean, we have met some of the strongest people I think you can ever meet.
Yeah.
So, Megan, are you ready to give away your surprise package from Crooked Trail Designs?
Yes. Okay, guys.
And Laura, even though you got the t-shirt, you are still eligible for this as well.
Yeah. Okay, the next question. Oh, sorry. My voice is really cracking. Can you read it?
Okay. So we're doing this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Question is, what date did Joshua Bohannon go missing? And that's for which one is that?
That is for
the surprise package from her Crooked Trail Designs.
They are incredibly strong, and you are so kind.
Thank you.
And just so everybody knows, a lot of these questions are case related, and we do that simply just to keep more people's focus on these cases. And these questions get pulled out of the air, as you all have seen on some of these live feeds.
We literally just wrote these questions.
We tell ourselves every time, make sure we have the questions beforehand.
Laura said, darn, July 14th.
Nope. Not quite.
You're in the vicinity. Are you going to have quite a few things in this, or just...
I don't know. It might just be a blind box.
Uh-huh. So with this, is there any cases or anything that either one of you want to discuss?
No, my throat hurts.
Or any ideas? Thoughts?
I'm just more focused on this one about the girl that we just talked about. What is her name? Crystal? No.
Yeah, Crystal Kipper.
Yeah. Reported as a runaway, and she wasn't. Question again, Tamara. What date did Joshua Bohannon go missing?
Seeing her case is Crystal. I don't think Crystal was reported as a runaway.
No,
this one's
that's that other girl.
But Crystal's the one that a truck driver saw a vehicle backing up to her car, but assumed they probably knew each other.
Chuckles for life. 6/3 of 21.
Yep. Chuckles for life.
Got it.
Very good.
Just send us your contact information, and I will get that sent out to you.
And
congratulations.
You can email it, text it.
Yeah, email, text, whichever. Well, I guess we should put the
Yeah.
number on there. Sorry.
Mm.
And again, if you have any questions on these cases or anything,
Laura, she
I
had to Google it.
And say if I'm thinking about a case that I'm working on, I will literally have to go over and get the file to look at the
Yeah.
date or the location. I mean, at this point, we've had so many.
Yeah.
We are around 120, I believe, cases we worked on that are solved, and we are around 80 still open active cases we're working on.
So yeah, I mean, every now and then we forget a few things, or wrong dates or names. Apparently, I have that problem, but you know. Meg, do you have any other about a case that you're?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, here's a question for you ladies. That is way too many missing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and unfortunately, that doesn't even make a hairline scratch on the surface.
Yeah, it doesn't make a dent at all.
Yeah.
So we've had several other cases come in since I've last asked this question, and it puts them on the spot. I get in trouble for this later. But out of all the cases that we've worked on so far, which one stands out to you the most besides the obvious Randy Leach? Randy Leach is our number one case. It has been from the beginning and will continue to be till he's found. So other than Randy Leach, which of these other cases do you find the most, I mean, it could be concerning, the most interesting, etc.?
Mm-hmm.
It is unreal how many are missing. Yes.
Mine's going to have to be Little Summer Wells. The whole situation between her parents and everything that's going on. I mean, there's so much there. I mean, they're pretty much giving themselves away. And now that I think it was wasn't it you, Dan, that said something the other day about the ground search is done? Is that right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that little girl, she's still alive. And I think Mom knows where she's at. That'll forever be mine. So, besides Alex. So.
See, Dan says Summer Wells and Laura says
Yep.
Joshua Bohannon.
Yep.
I'm still gonna have to stick with Molly and Colt.
Molly Miller and Colt Haynes.
Tamara Alonzo.
Alonzo Brooks.
Yeah.
That one's
Yes.
pretty up there for me too. But Molly and Colt are just, everybody knows what happens, but it didn't happen. And
Right.
now, didn't you say they were reopening it, or
They were actually getting search warrants for some property, but the judge stepped in and refused it and turned down the search warrants.
Yeah.
And Byron says definitely the Summer Wells case.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
You
Pick
asked
one.
us. Now it's your
Pick
turn.
one,
Yeah.
Dan.
there's so many of these, but mine is going to have to be probably Jessica Foster. We haven't done anything recent on this one. And this one is another one. She disappeared from Las Vegas. It's believed that she is being trafficked. And just the story leading up to her disappearing and then after, that is one of them that's really stuck out. But if I had to choose, I would go with Angel Overstreet.
Yeah. Goes back to the comment about law enforcement being involved with the Molly and Colt case. Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, Stephanie.
And I do want to get to Oklahoma someday and do some searches on their case. And we've got a few others in that area.
Oh, why don't they let them search by child?
Yeah, the judge actually said that he was turning down the request for the search warrants because he said that there was not evidence that a crime was committed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
You see, this one, because Molly is Native American, and they have,
Certain
don't
rights.
quote me on this, but they have their own law enforcement.
They
and all
have their own
that
their own. It's different down in Oklahoma.
It's just Native Americans.
Yeah.
They handle stuff themselves, and
Yeah.
it's just like they need to just let them do it.
Yeah.
is it tribal land for the Molly and Colt case? I've heard that many times. No evidence of a crime. Shake
I
my
don't
head.
know if it was on tribal land.
It was not on tribal land, I don't believe.
Because, I mean, wouldn't it be if it was on tribal land, you'd see more from tribal police and so on. And I don't think we saw that.
I would say, wasn't it where they found the sheriff's property?
It
or
was like
something?
next to the
It
sheriff's
was next to
property.
the sheriff's property.
Right.
And I have seen reports that the FBI is getting involved because Molly being Native American, but I still have not been able to confirm that they are involved with that. And Laura, I am surrounded by tribal land. You need to be careful.
In Kansas, right where we are, we don't have it right in this specific area, but some outlining little towns here and there is like out there
You
by
used to live by
Topeka.
one.
I actually lived by one. I used to live out by Topeka, and Potawatomi tribe is out that way. And you watch your speed, you watch the way you do things because they don't play. And I guarantee you, if this was on tribal land, they would have figured this out by now.
Yeah.
And thanks, Dan, for confirming that.
Yeah.
No, this was not on tribal land. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was.
Yeah. Hey, like you said, it would have been solved by now.
Oh yeah, it had been solved a long time ago. They don't play around. Yeah, Potawatomi. Yeah.
Navajo and
Oh
Apache.
goodness gracious!
No.
Wow. I mean, Dad always said that we had some Indian blood, so
Yeah.
kind of proud of that. So,
So, my family has Cherokee.
so
They said once the search warrant was approved, the tribal police would need to review and approve it. The article I saw said they were told it was searched, but it wasn't. Not surprising whatsoever.
we just need to do it ourselves. I'm not trusting law enforcement on anything anymore. There ain't no reason.
No.
God.
And now's when I jump in and say, we actually support law enforcement.
We do,
but
actually.
I don't know anymore. I really don't.
There is
Molly
so
is
much.
Native American, Dan said.
Yeah.
So
There are so many cases that have clear signs of corruption
Yeah.
from all across the country. I know we focus a lot on Tennessee right now with it, but we have cases from across the country with signs of that as well.
Yeah.
And it makes it hard to trust.
when you start finding out little bits and pieces of things.
My great grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee. That is cool.
See?
We still, I still, in fact, have a picture of, I think I can't remember. I think it's a great grandmother was Cherokee, and
Probably.
jet black hair as an old woman, but one patch of white hair going down the middle of her hair and all that. So I still have that picture somewhere.
Sorry.
Dryer's
Um,
done.
But anyway. So I guess that changes things up with Molly then.
No.
It should, but this is information they should have had from the beginning. and nothing had been done. And if they're dealing with the same people that's been dealing with this from the beginning of this case, they're not going to get nothing done.
Yeah.
And with all the corruption, the thing that worries me is, I've got every intent to get out there and try to recover these missing people. It's going to be real interesting calling some of these, in certain ones of these cases, calling up law enforcement and saying, hey, we're out here searching for so-and-so. We found remains. We need you to send an officer out.
Yeah.
It's going to get real interesting depending on what officer they send out.
Yeah.
And especially those cases like that, we will be filming those interactions for you guys. Florida is bad on corruption, but they passed a law a long time ago called Sunshine Law, which makes it easier to look into corruption
cops.
You see, and it should be easier. There has to be accountability.
There shouldn't be a law about it. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God.
Come up here, Gummy. You gonna join us again?
Yes.
Gonna say hi.
Hi.
You're gonna make Tex jealous.
He already made his appearance.
And that's really odd.
See?
That's really good, Dan. So, do you ladies have anything else?
Mm-mm.
And
Nope.
we'll throw out again, if there's any questions, please throw those out there and we'll get those answered.
You guys ready for Christmas? As good as you can be, I guess.
Yes.
Are you ready for Santa? Have you been good?
Have you been
well,
good?
well. In your eyes, you've been good.
You've been good enough, right?
Tamara
bud?
says the FBI may be involved with Molly and Colt since the U.S. and Canada trend of missing cases for Native Americans and First Nations people. Dan said the police in Florida can't remove posts on their social media accounts thanks to that law. And Laura says
Think.
Okay, I can't see it because the dog's in my way here.
Thank
you all for caring so much. Well, it's just what
You're
we do.
welcome.
You are welcome.
Almost.
Almost ready.
And Dan, I'm seeing reports from people out of Tennessee that they have been banned from the lobby of a police department. And some others have been blocked from commenting on that police department's Facebook page as well. So Tennessee needs that law passed there.
Yeah, like yesterday. Well, anything else?
No, I don't have anything. I said my piece about the sale. So
Yeah.
In Chuckles for Life, don't forget to contact us with your shipping address and we will get your package sent out to you. One case I have looked hard into is the Jay Fiekler case
I got it.
from Leawood. That's the one that draws my close attention. I haven't heard of that one, Byron. I have to look into that.
It's out of Leawood. Okay.
every state.
Every state
Yes,
needs
they
that
do.
law. Yes.
Byron, is this a recent case or is it an older case?
You sitting here in my place. You gonna sit here and be me for a while?
Yes.
What are you gonna talk about? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, we can definitely look it up though.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
We're going to look it up now. 2016. Thank you, sir.
Okay, do we want to end this or keep going?
No, I don't think I have a file on this one yet.
Yeah. We're going to look into this case, Byron, and probably get it started on that one too.
And Byron, didn't you say that you've got sonar and equipment like that? And if so, if you're interested, we could help you try to find locations that could be sonar searched on that case.
Yep.
Okay.
He's an older guy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
58.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't have any.
All right.
So with that, we're going to go ahead and shut the live feed down. We have the case layout for Christy Walters and for Adam Hardy that we will be getting released publicly in the next 20 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to miss Christine's story. This one is
Yeah.
another interesting one.
Yeah. Different.
Yes, inflatable boat with the Helix 7. The Helix 7, I love the Helix 7. A lot of people will want to upgrade to 10, 11, whatever. But speaking with the manufacturer, the only difference is you get a bigger screen. They do the exact same thing. So Helix 7 is my favorite sonar, period. Oh, he's got a good drone.
You got all the gadgets and gizmos.
So Brian, if you want, I will get in contact with you tomorrow evening or sometime. I get off work at 3:30 during the week. I'm usually home by 4:15. So get a hold of me sometime this week. And if you'd like, I will work on this case with you. Awesome live. Be safe. Take care, everyone.
Bye, Miss Laura.
So with that, we're going to go ahead and call this one a night. Thank you very much for being on here with us. Till next time, you guys stay safe. Let's bring some of these people home.
Bye, guys.
Merry Christmas.